like I'm down. I want a cheeseburger. If I'm in a good mood, I want this kind of food. If I'm feeling really good, maybe I'll eat a little healthier because the food's. But I definitely have, to a degree, I have attached food with comfort and pleasure, and so and when you look at food as pleasure and not as fuel, your goals for diet are different.
Definitely. And so,
Well,
as are the consequences.
That's
I mean, fellas, I mean, I think there's really nothing wrong looking at food as in pleasure. But I think I'm good. I'm a large man. You guys know that. Um, and I've been fighting my battle with weight for years. But I think at this period time in my life, in my very young, 34 looking look, being 45. But anyway, I, 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 for me now, if I look at food probably a little differently, it's just it's the love affair with it, the creation of it, the making it appealing and tasty and that type of thing.
Yeah, well,
And
there's an art, culinary arts.
and enjoying it in moderation, enjoying everything in moderation, in which I'm starting to figure out. Now, I mean, with like with meat. Now, like, again, we all had this conversation. I would not be a vegan for the rest of my life. That's not going to happen. Um, but can I go 2 or 3 days a week eating not vegan, because vegans, that's too much, but can I go 2 or 3 days eating vegetarian meals 2 to 3 days out of the week? Yes, I can do that because of my experience I had, and I realized I can do that. Now, when I did the Daniel diet, or at least my version of it, because I can't. I'm a borderline diabetic, not actually a diabetic, but I'm kind of close to it. I'm trying to stay away from that. I found that when I did this, my bowel flows were much easier, much easier. I
Okay,
did
ladies
feel
and
better.
gentlemen,
I did.
we've
I
now
did. I
started
did
talking
feel
about bowel flows. I have to apologize. Uh,
whatever. But that what happens. But but I did feel better. I did have
If you're gonna talk about that, you're gonna talk about Woo peeing on a dude's carpet, man.
Who?
Woo!
All right, man. Let's not talk about your dog. Okay.
Shut up! Rob, you have a dog named Woo? What?
Woo! Woo! No, Woo peed on my parket. I don't.
Anyway, but still, I mean,
Woo? Wait. What? You said Woo peed on your parket? Is that what you said?
oh, you're killing me.
I think
What's
that's
a park? What's a parket?
You're killing me. You're killing me.
Oh,
No,
he peed on your carpet.
Carpet. Jeez. You people are killing me. Oh, good Lord Jesus,
Oh,
you're killing me. Oh.
All right.
See, people, see when these two get together, how I just lose all control of the show. Anyway, that was my segment. But anyway, but you feel. I found that you feel better, and I think for some people you do need to make life changes in your life regarding your health. And knowing what Rob experienced with the cows, I mean, I grew up around, I grew up near a farm, and so yeah, I dealt with cows, I dealt with the pig, I dealt with all that stuff. I dealt with the slaughtering of them because I used to do that, but I guess I don't. To me, is I look at it. Okay, this
Leave
is
those cows alone.
this is survival, and yes, I will still have a steak every once in a while, but no, I don't have a
Leave
problem.
alone.
being no eating a lighter way. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But still,
You have
no.
to. It's
But
an
no,
emotional thing, man.
I don't have
It's
a time. I don't have a problem staring down Bessie and say, Oscar Busco
it takes discipline.
tonight.
It
Oh
takes
no,
discipline,
no,
man.
no, no. No. All you vegans out there who are listening, I admit I am also I do partake in eating. Oh no,
Eating
Oh
Bessie.
man,
but with much greater infrequency than before.
good. Well, I mean, that's all they ask. Just don't eat all of me. You could eat some of me.
You, you, come on, people. This is not like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where the cow comes up to the main character and say, "What part of me would you like? The T-bone,
Oh,
the
you mean
fillet?"
perfectly
Yeah, I mean,
normal
come on,
beast?
He's- you know, please take your pick. No, it was the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy at the end of the universe. Oh, great book, great scene.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
definitely good book.
Great scene, but I think Nick, we need to
Sorry. Okay.
whatever. But I think yeah, we need to change a little bit. And I'm glad you had this communing moment with the cows. I didn't know you were Indian, but you have this communing moment with cows.
Is that
Oh,
is that why?
but this is funny. I'm sorry, and bringing up India and Indians. This is really really funny. These guys I worked with, when I was in school, at Cal State Northridge. Go Matadors! For those of you who need to know where that is, that's where the 1994 earthquake happened. Which was actually a 7.2. But anyway, these guys was funny. We would go out, but sometimes they would eat dun 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 a hamburger.
Yeah, I see
And,
Raj do it all the time on The Big Bang Theory.
I'm looking at them. I'm like, dude, okay. And they were Hindus, and I'm like, you're not supposed to eat
Just don't tell him what it
cow.
is.
And they said, and I know the answer I got. Oh no, these aren't Indian cows.
Well,
These
there
are
you go.
American cows.
Perfect.
And I was like, what?
Perfect little
I mean-
justification. Yeah. And that makes it all good, and everybody's happy, even the cows.
I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, seriously? But isn't this your? Yeah, but it's a certain cow. It's cows and our ancestors. Blah, blah, blah. However, I'm not making light of the religion, but no, this is what I got. And I'm just like, okay, I don't understand this. And actually, when I got the answer, I began to think about it, and then I got it. And I was like, no, I don't. I'm leaving this alone. I'm leaving it alone.
Can you do an Indian cow impersonation?
For me?
Yeah. What is the different the American cows and the Indian cows? The American cows must have an American accent, right? And the Indian cows have an Indian accent.
American cows are moo, right? Indian cows are moo. Hello, my name is Bob.
No, I thought Indian cows said moo backwards.
What?
Indian cows say om.
Soga. Dude, that's no, please leave the cows alone.
Oh my goodness.
Please. But, no, they do look like Texas Longhorns. They do look like Texas Longhorns.
All right.
I mean, no, I'm not. As a kid, that's what I used to look at and like think, wow, they look like Texas Longhorns. That type. But I really would like.
They're taxidermy specialists, aren't they?
That's like, but that's I compare. Oh, shut up. But, oh,
Jerry,
please, oh,
Jerry,
oh,
Jerry.
please.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Apparently not. Please, let me get black. Okay, Nick, tone it down a bit. Tone it down a bit. You're about to let. Please tone it down a bit.
See, when Nick's laugh gets really low frequency like that, you gotta be careful, man. The lower frequency, man. It's
Nick,
dangerous.
do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Oh,
Gee
man.
whiz. Anyway, that's like, this is like someone's Jewish. Oh, dude, and this is like the
Lower frequency.
Jewish, and I had a couple friends that were Jewish college. It's like again, we went out somewhere, and this guy was totally pigging out on a bacon cheeseburger. Okay, totally pigging out on bacon cheeseburger.
Pigging
with extra
out.
bacon.
Pigging out on pig.
Huh?
Pigging out on pig. Well, bacon cheeseburger. Pig and cow. Pig is
Pig and cow. Right, we're totally eating pig and cow.
Oink and
I'm
moose.
tripped. Moo and Oink. Moo and Oink, which is actually a store back in Chicago.
There are a lot of non-practiced.
But I mean, this guy grew up. Following everything, whatnot, and going to temple and the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, dude, are you supposed to be eating that? He said, well, no, but dude, come on.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm surprised.
Too easy.
Like,
It's too
why are
easy
you?
to get
You're not
meat.
supposed to eat pork.
That's the
You're
problem.
supposed to be the prime example. But see, I'm saying that people are gonna do what they're gonna do, regardless where their religious affiliation, their religious dietary code,
it's
and
like
whatnot, because
meat.
they're not in the places where they need to kind of adhere to that.
Eating meat these days is like porn. I mean, it didn't used to be so easy to get, right? Now you could just, I mean, pornography 20 years ago, it wasn't so easy to get. Now, go online, download,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah. 10 years ago, boy, it took forever just to show a boob.
It used to be where if you wanted meat, you had to go out and you had to hunt your meat and you had to find it. I mean, what do you think they did in the Stone Age, when there are dinosaurs walking around? You think, hey, Dad, I want meat tonight. Okay, son, go hunt down a dinosaur.
We're talking about almost 100 years ago, where parts of the country you did not eat meat, especially like in the South. You maybe eat meat once in a while, especially if you were poor. You ate, maybe had some ham, or you had something, especially if you're in the black community, you ate all the bad parts, or the parts that whites that did not own, that pay for all the good stuff. The blacks, they bought all the other stuff. And even when you didn't have that, you ate lima beans and rice, or whatever, black eyed peas and rice, or red beans and rice, or whatever you needed, So I guess you say growing up from a cultural sense. You look at the table, my grandparent table. I mean, a lot of things on our table was a lot of vegetables, a lot of them. So the meat was a little part of the course. It wasn't the main course. But most of you say rest of it. You had rice, you had cabbage greens, you had lima beans, you had black eyed beans, you had red beans, you had oh God, I hated cooked Spanish. But you had collard greens, mustard greens, you named it. That vegetable, it was the majority of what was on that table. Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't too long ago where in America where we ourselves were still primarily eating a lot of vegetables and vegetables on our plate.